Disney records its worst year at the box office on record, and 2024 is about to get a whole lot worse. Get woke, go broke. G'day guys, this is Holy Critics signing in, and today I want to share a story with you about the demise of Disney, which in its 100th year of operation has hit rock bottom. Because of the 8 major theatrical releases they put out in 2023, 7, I repeat, 7 out of 8 major film releases this year were box office bombs. Surely this must be panic stations for the executives who work there. Whatever woke agenda they think will win the hearts and minds of the population has clearly been a major misstep. And I'm talking about this woke garbage, these feminist propaganda films, where they push these female characters onto you that are completely unbelievable in the lead role. So unbelievable that even for a Disney movie, you cannot suspend your disbelief. So, where did it all go wrong for Disney this year? Well, the superhero genre is cooked at this point. People are tired of the cookie cutter, copy and paste style movie. Case in point was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yes, that doesn't sound the least bit campy, does it? Well, apparently this sequel to the 2015 film only grossed $476 million worldwide. Now, upon hearing that, you probably think that sounds like a hell of a lot of money, but it ain't, because they actually needed $600 million just to break even. So what Disney have done here is they've set themselves up for failure because they put all their eggs in the one basket. They need to hit home run after home run, or their studio will go under. In November, we had the release of The Marvels, another sequel to the 2019 predecessor Captain Marvel, starring Brie Larson. The first movie grossed $1.1 billion worldwide. I can't for the life of me understand why, but whatever that the case may be, The Marvels only grossed $200. A sequel. A surefire hit, you'd think. Especially if it grossed over $1 billion at the box office a couple of years earlier. But not this time. Apparently, it was the lowest grossing Marvel film in the entire franchise. Again, another swing and a miss. What came after that? Ah, yes, The Little Mermaid. That released in May 2023. It earned around $300 million domestically, but fell below international expectations, earning just $267 million. The film had a $250 million budget. Now, the general rule of thumb, if you want to know if a movie is a hit or a miss or a bomb, it has to gross double its budget to break even. Because $250 million in the case of The Little Mermaid was just to actually make the film, to produce it. Another $250 million would go into advertising and marketing. So it actually had to gross $500 million. The next month, Disney released Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. And I'm sure you're starting to get a bit of a theme here. Sequels, prequels, remakes, recycle garbage. Good old 81-year-old dependable Harrison Ford. You gotta love the guy. You see these interviews he does, and he's at Joe Biden level. Let's put it like that. He's done. But they keep hauling his corpse out to play Indiana Jones because they're creatively bankrupt in Hollywood. And this movie grossed just 174 million domestically, less than 400 million worldwide, making it impossible for the studio to recoup its budget of 300 million. So if you thought 250 million was enough for Little Mermaid, apparently Harrison Ford likes his big paychecks because $300 million is what it cost to make it. Thus, 600 million to break even. And it couldn't even beat Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, another trite sequel. Next on the hit list, Disney released its reboot. Ah, yes. Creatively bankrupt yet again, of The Haunted Mansion, which made a dismal 68 million domestically and 117 million worldwide. Starred Jared Leto. Didn't he do that other bomb? Morbius? Was that a Disney movie? When are they going to learn that nobody's interested in these revisionist takes on classic movies of the past? Nobody's asking for them. They were quite happy when they were made. Now it's time to come out with original stuff, Disney. And now we move on to their animated releases, which you'd think would be Disney's bread and butter. In 2023, they released 2 animated features. Do you remember what they were? Elemental came out first, and it was so bad that Disney had to put forward a statement defending it. And then we have Wish. It was billed as a century in the making to commemorate the studio's 100th anniversary. It was their big swing for the fences, this one. They really needed it to rescue them. And how did it perform? Wish grossed 50 million domestically and just over 125 million worldwide, off a budget of 200 million. And remember, this is after COVID. The only saving grace is probably their theme parks. That's the only thing bolstering them right now. Because their movies, well, the box office speaks for itself. And you should couple that with one other thing, Disney Plus, which, according to Forbes, shed a record 11.7 million subscribers, ahead of their announcement of price increases and password crackdowns. Oh yes, that's not desperate, is it? They're going the route of Netflix. They won't let you share the password. Does that sound like a company that's got its head above water? But okay, maybe they've just had one bad year, you know? We all get droughts from time to time. What have they got on the calendar for 2024? Let's check it out. First up, in April, we've got The Omen. You gonna watch that? It's not even coming out in October. It's gotta be good, right? Those horror movies that release in the first quarter of the year, they're the best, man. There's only one Omen, and that's the 1976 Gregory Peck version. Moving on. Next up, we've got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, coming out in May 2024. That's not technically a remake. There was only a trilogy, so they've actually added. Am I wrong there? Next up, we have a sequel to a successful animation, Inside Out 2. I believe the first one was quite a big hit, so maybe this one could rescue them. I mean, they haven't got a good track record when it comes to sequels, but maybe. Ooh, we've got Deadpool 3 coming out in July. That's going to be a major hit, surely. Edgy, R-rated comic book movie. Yes, we're really desperate for that, aren't we? Also, we've got an Alien sequel. The 9th installment in the franchise. It proves that talent doesn't last forever. Moving on. And the final 2 releases are The Amateur and Mufasa, The Lion King. Wait a minute, didn't they do a garbage remake a couple of years back? Is this a remake of a remake of a remake here? Is this like an inception of remakes? Or maybe it's a genuine sequel. I guess we'll have to find out. Well, there you have it, folks. Good old Disney's on the ropes. Who would have ever thought? Huh. I wonder if 2024 is going to rescue them from their death spiral. Heck, maybe you can buy a ticket to one of their movies. What do you reckon? I know I certainly won't. This is Holy Critic, signing out.